Hey everyone, so I wanted to try this fun strat. Basically, we have Choice Scarf, Trace, Gardevoir, and the idea is if we run into an opposing weather team, we can trace their Swift Swim, their Sand Rush, whatever it is, and with the Choice Scarf, outspeed them under their own weather. So hopefully we can run into a weather team at some point in this video. For now, though, I really don't hate the idea of just leading off with my Landorus into this team. It might be like Balloon Heatran lead. It actually ends up being Iron Hands lead, which I think I'll just U-turn out on. They might go for a Swords Dance or something like that. Honestly, not too sure what to expect here. They are at -1 though, so that does make things a bit easier for me. I just don't think that I can afford to be taking damage on my Intimidate Pokemon when they have a stack Attacker there, so we get a bit of chip off. I would like to expect like Ice Punch is what I'm thinking. We can go Gardevoir, we can go Zard, but Zard is really risky because it destroys this team otherwise, so I think the correct play is to go Gardevoir. It does go right for the Ice Punch. There we go. They shouldn't Ice Punch again here. I'm going to try to double into Garchomp on the Heatran. Actually ends up being Cresselia, which is okay. I would love to keep this as an SD win con. I could also just get up rocks here and hope they Trick Room first, but if they Ice Beam immediately, it's kind of bad actually. Yeah, I think Garchomp is a bit too important. It wins the game at +2 outside of Trick Room. Let's double into King Gambit so we don't get Ice Beamed here. They actually go for Magic Coat, so I'm glad I didn't make the play I was going to. I was thinking about clicking Stealth Rocks there, but didn't end up doing that. Let's go right for a knockoff here. Free chip on Iron Hands is very much appreciated. We get rid of Protective Pads. Okay. Now the issue is, this Pokemon destroys me. That's the issue. What do I think they're going to do? I could go Zard. I mean, Zard doesn't break Heatran anyway. If they knock it out, at least I get Garchomp in again. They go for Ice Punch. Okay, perfect. So, I don't know if they're going Tran now. Like, I might have Scorching Sands. I don't know if they're Balloon. I'm just going to go for the Weather Ball and see what they do about it. I could try to double out again, but it feels a bit silly. I think I'll just go for the Weather Ball, as they go Cresselia. So this will do a lot to Cresselia, at least. I think. We'll see right now. Really not that much damage, I'm going to be honest. Gets up Trick Room. Okay. We're going to throw off just one Ancient Power here. Just for, you know, the potential to get a boost. And also this covers them going like Tran or whatever. So they go Stack Attack on now. This is a tricky mon for me to beat, huh? So what are its possible plays? It could be going for Heat Crash. It could be going for Stone Edge. We see that it's on an Air Balloon, which is good to know. I don't know how much King Gambit takes from Heat Crash. Like, are you heavy enough to not die? I don't think you are. Is Landorus U-turn the correct play? I mean, Landorus wins the game if I can get through this with Earthquake, so that feels wrong. I think I'm just going to use my King Gambit here as a switch-in. They go right for Gyro Ball. I need to check whether I can live Heat Crash. Well, they could have Superpower, so does it really matter? I think I just go for Sucker Punch. Maybe I can live this Heat Crash. Okay, I didn't, so I'm glad that I actually attacked. That's really good for me. The only issue is, I have to sack another Pokemon right now. So who is that going to be? I think this is going to be really tricky if they are in fact Balloon Heatran. That's the problem right now. Zard might be the sack here, unless Landorus lives if it's not boosted. But I think Landorus will still die. Stack Attack. Gyro Ball does so much damage. Yeah, I can't go Lando. Unless I could go Lando and then try to double into Zard if Zard lives at -1 attack or neutral. Actually, yeah, I'm going to do that. We're going to go U here, and then we're going to double into our Charizard to live the Gyro Ball. They crit me, so it doesn't even matter. Okay, I definitely would have lived that, but yeah, you can see the calc right here. It does 58 max. I think that was a good play. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for me. I'm just going to go Garchomp and Earthquake now. It's really my only play. If they get up Trick Room again, then I lose, so I can't let them do that. Now they're going to go Mega Autono, right? I think that's the correct play here. I don't really know what else you could do. Like, Hoop on Bound if your Sash Trick Room could be a play. Does Autono get Trick Room? I have to check. I really don't know. National Dex. I would like to think it does because it's on a Trick Room team. It does. Okay, so we have to deal with another round of this. I'm keeping Gardevoir just in case I need to trace Flash Fire, right? Let's go for Stealth Rocks here to break any sort of sashes on Hoopa and stuff like that. And then I believe the correct play from this spot is to... Are you not Mega? Or are you just keeping Regenerator? Is that the idea? I kind of want to go Terapagos. It doesn't feel too useful right now. Encore, okay. I'm just going to throw off Terra's Starstorm here. I think this will 2-hit KO Hoopa on bounce. I'm really surprised they did this, question mark? I guess it doesn't. Okay, that's tricky, because if you're Band-Aid, you're going to knock me out. Goes for Psynoise. Is that Specs? Looks like it might be. I'm just going to go for another Terra Starstorm here. They do die on entry, so they shouldn't switch out ever. I actually kind of hope they knock me out, weirdly enough. I don't know. I'm scared of the Audino. That's a mon I don't know if I can beat. But I'm really just relying on like Garchomp to clean this up for me, hopefully. Garchomp plus Lando. So we break any sort of balloon on this, which is great. I don't actually know why they sent this in, because that's opening up the door for my Gardevoir. I wish I had the Earth Power right now, but I don't. Let's go for Terra Starstorm again. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense, because you're going to lose to Gardevoir Moonblast potentially too now. And your Hoopa on bound died on entry anyway, so... Yeah, I don't really get that play, I'm going to be honest. I'm just going to go U here and click Earthquake. Knock that out. So they're down to 2 Pokemon. What do I do about this? Audino right now, because it's coming in to get up the Trick Room, and they're going to try to sweep me using... Oh, wait a minute, I'm dumb. But it doesn't matter. I OHKO you with this Z move. And now you have to switch again because you died at Earthquake, so... Yeah, you aren't Fairy type yet. You should have Mega Evolved earlier. That would have made all the difference. So I think we just win now. Outrage is my play, right? I don't know if it kills, but it should do enough. Yeah, it just kills. So we win the game. Nice. They can't get the Trick Room back up, so go ahead and give me that. We'll use Gardevoir because it's the Gardevoir video, and we'll Moonblast that away. Clean. We have our next game. No Weather team again, unfortunately, but this team also just looks really scary. Like, unless I can catch the Moltres with a Stone Edge from Lando, or... I don't even know what I'm supposed to do about that. Like, maybe trick it my Scarf and then get up rocks. That's also not a bad idea. And then go for the Scarf Lando endgame. We do have Charizard too with the Ancient Power, so maybe they'll fall for that. But Raging Bolt is right there as another counter. Garchomp can come in on me. Gonna be a tricky game, that's basically what I'm trying to say. So can I get up these rocks early? I have to scout for this if this is Scarf Ice Spinner, unfortunately. Or I just don't. That's the other option. I mean, I don't have a great switch into this Pokemon, I'm gonna be honest. Like... If they're Scarf Ice Spinner, they are. Let's go for Devastating Drake. Normally, they're Scarf U-Turn and they carry Aqua Jet just in case. I'm just going to go for the Devastating Drake. I don't know if it OHKOs, but it'll do a lot. Yeah, goodbye to that. Okay. So are you trying to Swords Dance on me? It could be a U-Turn. If I go Zard, I take a bit of Chip. They bring out a Raging Bolt at that point. It's actually a tough spot. I don't switch into Raging Bolt all too well either. It is mind games, though, whether they go for the Fire type move, the Electric type move, or the Dragon type move. They do U-turn. Okay, I figured it would be a U-turn. I could have tried to get up rocks, honestly. Goes Garchomp, though, so I guess you're trying to get up your rocks now. That's a good play. I'm going to go hard Gardevoir as they actually Outrage immediately. That tells me this might be locked in for some reason. I'm going to go for Mystical Fire here. Good scout. I should have tricked that turn, but I thought Scizor might come in, so that's why I made the play I did. So it looks like it's Choice Scarf Garchomp. That seems to be the situation. This goes for U-turn again, I guess. Do I want to take Chip on Garchomp? It's kind of scary into Sucker Punch King Gambit. I think Charizard's the correct play here. They just go for Flamethrower. Okay, can you fall for this? That would be really cool. I mean, like, Charizard doesn't normally do anything to Moltres, but does this guy think so or not? Yeah, they scout. I mean, I still have to switch, but that's kind of funny that that happened. I feel like they're not going to go for Outrage this time. Is it crazy to go Garchomp? They're going to go for, like, Stone Edge or Earthquake, for sure. I don't think you go for Outrage. It doesn't make a lot of sense. That's really bad, though, if they do Outrage, huh? No, we're risking it. They go for Stone Edge. Nice. Okay, so we called that out. Good turn, because I'm pretty sure this is Choice Scarf Garchomp, meaning they have to switch again now. I can actually just SD here and then knock out something early. That's my play. Go Scizor. Yeah, I'll Earthquake this for like a ton of damage. That's fine. And then they're going to go back to their Garchomp here, and they're going to click probably an Earthquake. Earthquake or Outrage. Those are their plays. Don't really have something to cover both, unfortunately. I think I let Garchomp go down, but I'm a bit scared of Raging Bolt, if I'm being honest. Do I need Charizard that badly? I mean, it kind of takes advantage of the fact that this is going to be locked into Outrage, maybe. I think they have to Earthquake, because if they Outrage, I knock them out after. Yeah, they have to go for Earthquake, so we're able to get this in. Now they might double Earthquake, or I think I just double Lando here, honestly. It doesn't really have any bad matchups. Yeah, exactly. And now I could make that Stone Edge play I was talking about at the start, but I'm just going to Earthquake and not even overpredict. Yeah, this player is definitely relying on me doing something because I'm ahead, so I don't feel the reason to give them that opportunity, right? Oh, it's Choice Specs. Wait a minute, did I see this thing attack something earlier? Okay, wait, that's a problem. I gotta keep my Garchomp healthy. I mean, my Terapagos healthy, Garchomp. So, what do I do now, huh? That's actually really bad. This thing must have attacked something earlier. It did 28 to my Charizard. I should have calced that damage, man. Alright, we're in kind of a rough spot now, despite having gone pretty positive so far. I think what I'm going to do is get up my rocks here, because I'm pretty sure this is Choice Specs. So let's go ahead and do that. Earthquake now and try to knock this out. Gets their BP chip. I think we're still fine, but it's just silly that I did that. I can just sack this. Let's go right for Earthquake here. They go for Earthquake of their own. Okay, makes sense. I still think Terapagos' ability is just way too necessary right now to sack. I can just go Gardevoir and Moonblast. Like, it doesn't die to Earthquake, but I risk crits if I do that. Feels pointless, right? It is kind of my play, though. Like, if I go Landorus, I can Stone Edge, but then, like, Moltres can come back in. It's just not a situation I want to deal with. Let's just not get crit. How about that? It's that easy. Don't get crit. Okay. Now what? I go U. I guess I U-turn, question mark? They don't flame body me, thankfully. Really? I just had to not get crit. That's all it took. I have to go U, I think, and then try to sweep using Earthquake now. This is so dumb. I had this game won if I just didn't get crit there. Yeah, breaks my ability. Goes King Gambit. Might be trying to SD. I'm just going to Flamethrower. Oh, and I think they had to SD there. So it is Supreme Overlord. I think we're good. Because I go U. They would have to crit again right now, which would be crazy. And we know it's Choice Scarf Garchomp, so they're going to Sucker Punch. If they don't crit it, they have to lock Outrage, and then King Gambit wins. They try to switch. But you don't knock me out in one hit. Okay, let's think about this. If I switch out into King Gambit on an Earthquake, can it live? That's what I need to check first. King Gambit against Garchomp. It can. Okay, so that changes the situation a little bit, I guess. Because I can just bring this out and click Sucker Punch. But that's scary if they 1 crit again. Or 2... Do I ever lose if I just Earthquake here? I think I could, because I take damage, they go out into King Gambit, Sucker Punch, and then like Low Kick is going to be a thing. Goes for Outrage. Okay, we won. Nice. Assuming they don't crit that Sucker Punch, like I said. Because I just go for Sucker Punch of my own now, knock that out. We have Low Kick to make sure this can't SD, and then they just went for Sucker Punch of their own. Yeah, that's never winning, so nice. We win that one too. We have another game. We have Natex OU Mega Scizor. Watch it not be Mega Scizor. That would be funny, even though it's the only Pokemon that can Mega Evolve on this team. I really, really wish I had Psychic on Gardevoir here instead of Psyshock, because Petulant would actually take damage from that. But Psyshock is not going to do enough, so yeah, that's going to be a problem, huh? If it's Aviala Mamola, it walls my Gardevoir and Charizard to some extent too. I think what I have to do here is either like just call out Alamamola coming in with solar beams and get all the plays right with Charizard Y, or use Garchomp to break early and hope that that can give me some sort of opening. The Scarfer should be Lando, and I think they're leading off with that, so how can I react to Scarf Lando? I see how. We go U, and then we switch out into Garchomp on the Stone Edge to get up rocks immediately. Okay, so if you're not AV, you're going for Toxic here. If you are AV, you just go for your flip turn. I'm just going to get up my rocks. Goes Landorus again. The problem is I don't know anything about this, but I think it has to be Scarf on this team, so... It's not Scarf. Or it could be Scarf Rocks, who knows. Let's go for Solar Beam here. That does no damage, dude. Alamamola is so broken. Is that a low roll, or can I just, like... What do I do about this? AV, that was, like, the lowest roll possible. I was about to say, you're dying, so... I'm not getting another 43 roll, come on. So this is screaming Stone Edge, obviously. But it could be Iron Defense. I can't lose to this, really, because I have Choice Scarf Gardevoir. But if I let it sub too much, maybe I could. It has to be going for Stone Edge, is what I'm thinking. I do want to keep this Mon. Let's go you. Good play. I just have to hold that, I guess. Yeah, that's just a solid call out. I don't even know what to say to that. Let's go you. I wish I had Psychic, but I don't. I'm going for Mystical Fire here. It's under the sun. Let's just do it. Scizor's coming in. Right? Yeah, let's get rid of that. So here's where I really wish I had Psychic, because now they don't have a switch in. I got rid of both the counters, but it doesn't even matter because I have Psyshock. Maybe Psyshock does more to Pecharunt than I think it does. Let's check. I mean, Pecharunt's normally max Fizdef. Yeah, dude, it does nothing. Psychic would literally kill. Look at this. Maybe I should change it. Yeah, like the damage difference is absurd. So out comes you. I could Mystical Fire again, but I also like the idea of just like... maybe I do Mystical Fire, but this is my win con right now. But they're going to Rapid Spin, so I might as well take advantage of that. And then I think I can afford to go King Gambit here and just use that as a... Wait, is this Z move? That's Life Orb. That's maybe the Z move? Yikes, I don't know what to think about this, but they're +1... spdef +1 speed. I don't know if I live a Z move. I'm just going to go for knockoff here. Don't burn me. Okay, thank you. We do plenty to that thing. They might keep this. But if they don't want to, then I should have low-kicked or something, but it's whatever. We have that in range of Psyshock now, but like I said, Psyshock isn't doing anything. Do I sucker and just let them KO me here? Yeah, I think I need chip on this for Gardevoir, so we're going to do it this way. I think I can still win. It's just, it would be free right now if I had Psychic. Let's go for Psyshock. Yeah, I'm changing it. I've literally complained about the move difference too much in this game to not change it. We're running Psychic. So get rid of that. Goes Lando. Okay, so I need Gardevoir for Zamazenta. Who do I not need? Pecharunt is useless. Let's go Pecharunt. At this point, we got to kill with Weather Ball every time Zard comes in. So it goes for HB Ice, hoping Garchomp comes out. That's not going to happen. I'm just going to Ice Beam here because they need to prevent the Rapid Spin. I got to force this to recover before I go Zard. So let's go ahead and Ice Beam here. Now they would recover. Let's go Charizard and get our Weather Ball kill. I think this is the correct way to go about it. Yep. I don't know if Weather Ball kills, but if it doesn't, then I'll at least have this in range of Gardevoir, which is pretty important. Okay, they almost KO'd me. Why does that do so little? Z Pecharunt is horrible. So this was the Z move the entire time. Also, did I fear a Z move before I knocked off the item on Terapagos? No, I think I saw the heavy duty boots after. So let's knock that out. Goes Zamazenta. I think we're good to go now because I have Moonblast to spam. And then, like, I don't think I ever lose to Lando. So I go you. We Moonblast. Best case is that it's just not Scarf Lando at this point, but I don't even know. Like, I really think that it might be Scarf with Stealth Rocks. just to catch people off guard, right? So I gotta keep this and just go Terapagos here as a sack. And then I Z-move, and then I Gardevoir the Zamazenta, basically. If they crit the Earthquake into Garchomp, then I think it's over. So we'll find out right now if this is actually Scarf Rocks the entire time. Were you? You weren't. Okay, so I don't even know what it was then. I don't think this thing can ever sub. I just go for Outrage, I think. And then we can go ahead and Moonblast here. I do outspeed. Not by a lot, but Gardevoir is fast enough as a Scarfer, and we're able to knock that Pokemon out. Nice. And we get to 1800s off the win. We have this player running a Hyper Offense team. I've played it a few times. I really am scared of Como because my Fairy type probably won't outspeed that. Yeah, not really sure what to think about that situation, but I think I'm just going to lead Lando and click Earthquake, honestly. I mean, I could lead, like, Gardevoir, but Landorus is the better Pokemon into Diancie. I'm just going to Earthquake here. If they go Celesteela, it's fine. Goes ahead and does that. And then sacks it off. Okay, so Celesteela comes out now to click Meteor Beam. No, you're going Cerulege. So let's think about the situation. If I'm them, they could SD here, obviously. That's the thing I'm most scared of. How do I not lose? If I Earthquake, they then get Weakness Policy, and the problem is this is Focus Sash, right? They're going to get to +2/+2, and then Bitter Blade is going to threaten the win. Yeah, that's just a problem right now. So what do I do about that, huh? I can go with Terapagos and try to just break its Sash using attacks, but they're just going to Bitter Blade back up to Sash range. There's no point in doing that. I think I have to Earthquake and then just go for King Gambit Mind Games, which is so dumb. Yeah, like that's going to happen. Now they're going to go for Bitter Blade, get some health back, and I have to figure out whether or not... Okay, so who do I not need? Zard feels like the useless member on the team right now, because it doesn't beat Celesteela because it has Meteor Beam. Ogerpon it's useless into. Iron Moth it can't tank. Como I don't really have a good way to hit. They actually go for Poltergeist, so they knock me out there. Doesn't really change anything though. Like I can't really do anything other than go King Gambit and click Sucker Punch, so that's my play. If you want to Shadow Sneak me all the way down, be my guest, but I'm just going to go ahead and do my thing. I'll literally Sucker Punch forever. I'm never going to let you, like, Bitter Blade me. Goes for SD. I'll use all 8. That's fine. If you literally stall out all 8, there's nothing I can do about this set, so... SDs again. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we don't lose to that, thankfully. Never gonna not use my Sucker Punches there. Como now, or what's the plan? I don't know what to do about Como either, I'm gonna be honest. Like, maybe Terapagos or Rapid Spin plus Ice Beam. Gardevoir is a thing that exists, potentially. I kind of want to go Gardevoir now. I don't know, is that weird? I don't think so. Let's do that. If I can not lose to this Como, then I think I kind of just win using my other Pokemon. This is actually great. You know what's funny? If I had Psy-Shock right here, this would be way better, but I have Psychic. What did I trace? I traced nothing? No, I traced Como's ability, right? Oh no, I didn't trace anything, I don't think. So what do I do here? Do I want a Psychic? Do I want to go Garchomp? No, this has Dazzling Gleam, I think. I think I have to Psychic and hope I can live a Sludge Wave. How much does Sludge Wave do? Iron Moth. It kills. Okay. So in that case, I gotta go like King Gambit, Sucker, and keep this Mon around. They Fiery Danced. If I had Psy-Shock, dude. Okay, I'm just gonna suck. Wait, are you sub? The mind games against HO teams like this are so obnoxious, it's insane. I'm just gonna click Knockoff. Yeah, you're Substitute. Okay. And I'll keep Knockoffing. Knock me out. You never got your boost, so that's really good for me. Helps me out a lot, actually, because Garchomp can just come in now and Earthquake this thing. Yeah, they did have the Dazzling Gleam. It actually looked like Garchomp lived +1 Dazzle, funnily enough. So out comes Ogre Pawn now. I just do this, not let them knock me out. And then I can choose to go Terapagos, but I think I need it for the end, so maybe I go Lando first. I have a plan. We're going to start Scarf U-turn into... Okay, well, the plan's not happening, but the plan was to Scarf U-turn into Water Absorb Trace, but that wasn't going to happen, unfortunately. I don't think Hazards being gone makes any difference, right? I should just Flamethrower this twice. Goes for Air Slash. Yeah, okay. I'm just going to Flamethrower again here. Make sure I knock that out. Stay out of range of Cudgel, which they're going to crit anyway, let's be honest. Goes for Flamethrower. Okay, I think we're good. I think we beat this team. Yeah, in fact, now we definitely beat this team, unless they have a Horn Leech, but I don't know if that KOs me here. Goes for Cudgel, and then, yeah, we won. Goes for Drain Punch. We go you. Wait, they're Scarfed? Or they're just, I don't know, is it a speed tie? But anyway, we're going to Moonblast that right there and knock it out. Nice. We got a whole 9 points for winning that game, having to navigate through all that hyper offense. So you know what? It's 9 points. I'll take it, I guess. This team is really weak to Scarf Moonblast is what I'm noticing right now. So I definitely want to try to endgame with that. If it's Scarf Blacephalon, it can't really lock Shadow Ball because it's just going to die to Pursuit at some point in the game, right? But I have to make sure it's Scarf before I actually try. That is the problem. So who do I lead here? I really think they might end up leading off with Zapdos, which Landorus wouldn't be bad into. Same with Garchomp. I'm just a bit afraid of Hatterene, but I don't know what Hatterene would do. It is Zapdos. Okay, so let's think about this. If I go for Swords Dance and Hatterene comes in, that's maybe great, depending on how much I do to it. They have Hurricane, and I think it's Specs. Thing is, you can't go Hatterene, because I could be Rocky MZ. Like, it's not, there's no guarantee that I'm Dragon. Yeah, they stay in. Okay, so, like, yeah, you can't go Hatterene there. You could just die, and that's really bad for you. What this means, though, is that I can click Earthquake with Scarf Lando, so that's really good. I don't know anything about this Blacephalon. Like, even if it's going to go for Shadow Ball right here. It's never going to Flamethrower. Should I risk some stuff? Yeah, we're going to play a bit risky here. We're going to go you. And if you're Scarfed, you would switch right now. And I can just go for Terra Starstorm. Or I can choose to predict the Tinglu, but... And go who? Like, nothing really wants to come in on that anyway. That takes no damage at all, because it's Tinglu. This mon is broken. I think it's Choice Lock Blacephalon. Let's just wear this Tinglu down right now with Ice Beam. Yeah, like, I have to wear this down with something. It might as well just be right now with the Pokemon I have out. I could go Garchomp and Earthquake now. But nah, let's just continue doing this. Terra Starstorm here. Just mix it up a bit, you know. And then this is actually cool, because I have the faster low kick, so totally fine with that. So Great Tusk comes out now, right? This is actually a problematic Pokemon, I'm realizing. Wow, I could lose to this right now. In fact, I think it's not even a matter of could. I think I do lose to this right now. Maybe. I'm going to go Landorus and try to defog for Charizard. Bulk up. Yeah, this is a problem. Let's defog here. Clicks the bulk up again. Okay. I need this to knock me out and then not be able to knock out Charizard, basically. Otherwise, I just can't beat this set. So I think I sack off the Garchomp here just to get a bit of chip if necessary. Goes ahead and bulks up again. Actually, this is such a throw. I should have gone Terapagos because it threatens this, whereas Garchomp doesn't. Yeah, I definitely just threw the game by doing this because they get to bulk up more now. Okay, but they don't. Yeah, I think all I can do is go Charizard and hope they don't have like some random coverage like Head Smash. Or I hope Gardevoir is faster, but it's not gonna be because they get the speed boost. And the way you do that is by maxing out your speed and then putting the attack one below. Yeah, just don't be a Supercell Slam, don't be Head Smash. Yeah, it's head smash. Like, I don't think there's anything I can do to beat that set. Let's just go ahead and forfeit. Wait, here we go. This is what I was hoping for. We have a weather team with Switch Swim Swampert. I wish I had Energy Ball, but hopefully that, like, my Moonblast can do enough. We just gotta chip it in range, right? Worst case, we Moonblast it and then knock it out with Sucker Punch, right? We do also have a Weather Reverser, though, so that's also a thing. Psyshock would be infinitely better here because of Primarina. It feels like I never have the correct Psychic move on my Gardevoir for these matchups. Let's lead Garchomp into Prim. Okay, well, that's no good for me. I'm almost tempted to just, like, stay in. Just because, like, Primarina's going to do so much anyway, what's the point? Yeah, I'm just going to Earthquake and let them knock me out. I don't see what other play I have there. Hopefully it's not AV, but actually we're Psyshock, so this will actually be good if they're... No, we're Psychic. Die. Okay, good. So they might know that I'm Choice Scarfed now is the thing. Goes Pelly. I mean, I can just go Charizard. Actually, no, I can't right now, because you could just click a water move and blow me up. Yeah, as they do. But now you have to switch out and take this attack with somebody else, so that's interesting for you. Who's it going to be, man? And like I said, the whole point of this team, we're going to try this right now. I have to switch out to do it, but who do I want to sack first? Not King Gambit. I think everybody's good. This is weird. I think I sack off the Lando. And then we're going to go you. Trace Swift Swim. And try to Moonblast them right now. I mean, I don't need the Scarf for this in this instance, but it's still funny that this is how this is working out. I think we're going to be fine. Yeah, we knock it out right. So anyway, I'm now depressed. Let's go for Solar Beam. Actually, let's go for Weather Ball. It doesn't really matter, right? I don't know if I can KO Pelipper from 30 with anything is the issue right now. Well, I have Ancient Power, so I actually can. I don't know if it's Scarf Pelipper. What did it do earlier? Gardevoir used... Pelipper used Surf. Did a bit of damage to me. I mean, I just go for Terapagos, I guess. Does Weather Ball OHKO if I win a Speed Tie right now? Because this is usually fully offensive on this team. Zapdos. It does. I mean, I could just go for the Speed Tie right now and see what happens. Or I can try to play it out the honest way. But you know what? I'm going for the Speed Tie, I think. I think I'd lose anyway if I switch out. Like, they're going to get up the weather again. Okay, they win the tie, unfortunately. I won the game there if I won the tie. But they kind of have to sack off the Pelly. Are you Scarf Zapdos? Is it not a tie at all? Could be Scarf Zapdos. Let's keep that in mind. Luckily, that didn't do too much, so we're still out of range of Grassy Glide or whatever. Goes Floatzel. Okay, so... I'm just gonna, like... We're gonna go for the one with Terapagos, I think, and go you. Goes for Flip Turn. What do you do, though? Goes Pelipper here. Okay, so... It's not Choice Specs, so Kingambit can definitely live anything. I think I'm just going to go for Knockoff. It was Choice Scarf. Okay, wait, so there was never a Speed Tie. That tells me you probably have 4 attacks. Let's knock it out there. We don't even get Static. I think we're fine. I mean, that's on 11, so... Superpower here, right? That's your play. Drain Punch. That's actually okay, I think, because we're going to go you. Click Weather Ball. Or I can try to Roost, but that just feels like a throw, maybe. Is it? They sack Pelipper, they go Floatzel, and then maybe I should Roost. I think I actually have to Roost. Yeah, okay, that's the correct play, I think. Now I Ancient Power. I don't actually think it makes any difference. It's just going to come down to the 1v1. I actually think I lost, unfortunately. Maybe not. Maybe what I can do is go Terapagos and come back in and then live the move and be fine. This is going to be Banded Wave Crash is the problem, so it's going to do so much. Wait, but then it's going to die to Recoil, and I think I win anyway. Flip Turn. Okay, wait, so it comes down to whether Charizard can live a hit from Banded Floatzel. Is that what's happening? After a grassy glide too, though, it's going to be tough. Or I switch. Does it matter if I switch, though? I don't think so. Maybe it actually would. Because let's think about this. If I go Charizard here, I get up the Sun. Let's assume they don't knock me out. I can knock them out. And then even if the Wave Crash would knock me out, they'd die to recoil. So, yeah, we do this. I could choose to Roost, but I think my game plan is correct. Let's Weather Ball. And I think we're fine now. Floatzel can't win this, right? I set it up to where it can't. I mean, like, the Sun is up. They try to flip turn. That actually did a lot, but Terapagos would have lived it too. Definitely Choice Banded, and we'll go ahead and wrap it up right there. I did hope you all enjoyed this. If you did, definitely consider hitting that sub button. This team did so well, honestly. Let's see where we ended up on ladder. Go into the VGC room. We are 1791. Okay, so definitely not where we peaked today, but I guess that one player we lost to was probably not as high on ladder as us, but that's okay. We still won, what, 5 out of 6 games, so can't complain about that. I'll see you all next time. Later.